Hello, this is Soundout here, back with another Transformers review. The Transformers review. I mean, come on, I haven't done one of these in ages. Today we have the Transformers the Movie 25th Anniversary Edition Unicron. This is a repaint slash retool of the original Armada Unicron that I have and reviewed on my channel a while back. And this guy just looks cool. He was an Amazon.com exclusive in America and will be a Costco exclusive in Canada. I don't know about other countries that are going to get this, but I know Japan already had their edition, the Transformers 2010 edition type deal, which is all fine and good, but this one I think fits in with the classics figures that have been released in America, as it looks like the G1 version enough that you can recognize it's the G1 version, but is updated in color scheme, so it's not spot-on G1 accurate. But it doesn't need to be. I mean, this is perfectly fine. Of course, the Transformers movie I am talking about is, of course, this one, the animated movie from 1986. This is the 20th Anniversary Edition DVD. When the Classics line started was the 20th anniversary of this movie, so it's kind of nice that we finally get a Classics Unicron 5 years later for the 25th anniversary of the movie. I've been waiting for something like this forever. Like I said, the Japanese one was just a little too G1 for me. That's my problem with all Japanese Classics figures. Anyways, look down here at the package. He is very heavy, as expected. You got a CGI render of Unicron, which is really cool. You've got a Decepticon. Nah, he's not a Decepticon. Transformers Advanced Level 4 is the 2010 packaging style, the Generations type. 25th Anniversary Transformers the Movie Special Edition Unicron with Kranix Minicon figure. The first planet he ate in the movie was Planet Lithone, who had Kranix. So we finally get Classics Kranix too, if not looking like his old self. On the side of the box, you got Unicron is the harbinger of chaos. He is the source of a deep and infinite darkness, the void that exists between the stars. He trolls the universe without haste or fear, for he is something his victims lack. Time. He is a hunger that ceases to be fulfilled, a hunger that rages, a hunger for life, and all its infinite guises. There exist those who have attempted to stop the destruction of their homeworld. They have failed, for Unicron devours entire solar systems with numb precision. He devours moons and planets and stars. Unicron devours life, and he cannot be stopped. 20th Anniversary Transformers movie. Unicron, and he's got strength of infinite, intelligence of infinite, speed of 10, endurance of infinite, rank of 10, courage of 10, fire blast infinite, skill 10. Learn more at Transformers.com. Supreme class. Finally haven't seen that in a while. On the side you got a list of gimmicks. There's fires 6 missiles up here, movie accurate head. That's a gimmick, cool. Fires missile from chest, glowing eyes, lead fist, and all the Unicron stuff. And on the back, you got glowing eyes, light up fist. Chest opens for missile attack. Super cannon with blasting missile. Got planet mode, holds up to 27 minicon figures. Minicon figures sold separately. Kranix minicon figure included. Trap minicon figures inside leg. Fires missiles. Fires 6 missiles. So very cool packaging. If you're wondering, on the bottom it's just more generation stuff. And the top is got Transformers written there. So very cool box. This is a big box. I mean, I forgot how big this toy was because I've had mine in planet mode waiting in anticipation for this new release. So without further ado, let's review this guy.
Obelisk, look! It's Unicron!
Alright, so here we have Unicron in planet mode. Let's get this out of the way, because, well, I'm crazy and have 2 of these things. 2? What do you mean? Well, here is the Armada version of the same toy. As you can see, they're very different while still being very, very similar. If you can tell here, the 25th Anniversary Edition is all solid plastic up here, while the Armada version is clear plastic, plus the ring is white on this one and orange on the other. You can see, I'm just going to do a 3D turnaround here. You can see There's a lot more paint on this one, on the 25th Anniversary Edition. All throughout, you can see there's a lot more clear plastic on this one, which always kind of bugged me. Now that I've learned to see these things and realized how inaccurate he is from the movie. This guy, though, is pretty accurate to the movie, while still he's not fully accurate, but, I mean, you can only do so much with the Armada mold. You can tilt him up like this, and we can look at the top of the planet mode. Let's spin this around. And as you can see here, the jaw has been redone to be orange. This whole area is orange now. As opposed to just the ring being orange. You can see the missiles are now red, as opposed to bright yellow. So yeah, that's the comparison I'm going to do. So pull Unicron out of the way as I knock down a wall of my set, because, you know what, this thing's not perfect yet. And let's take a look at the... Gosh darn it. Sorry, my set is failing over here, if you guys can't tell. I had to build a bigger set for this review, and it's not permanent. But as you can see, it gives a great silhouette when you have it set up like this, like, for example, on a Unicron.com stand. Now, he does have a gimmick in this mode, and that is he chomps. His pincers move, and then it chomps the jaws, like he's eating a planet or a moon or whatever he's eating, which is really cool. He's got three missiles on each side. Actually, it does come with 7 for some reason. So you can see here, there's an extra missile. You can take any minicon, say for example Kranix, who we'll talk about in a little bit. You can plug him on here and push him up, and there go 3 missiles straight into the air. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. What you also can do with Kranix, which I mean, really, I'm not ever going to display it like this, even if I display this guy in planet mode, which I probably won't, but you know, is you can put Kranix here as a defense system for Unicron. It worked better on the old one because it was dead end, not the first guy that Unicron ate in the movie that managed to escape but get captured by Quintessa and get eaten by Sharkticons. Spoilers for a movie that's 25 years old, okay? But that's kind of cool, you can do that. I'll talk about this guy in a little bit, but I mean, it's a really cool planet mode. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's basically Unicron balled up. And I've done the transformation before, but it's so cool. I think I can do it better this time.
Megatron, you must destroy the Autobot matrix of leadership. It is the one thing, the only thing that can stand in my way. You must destroy Ultra Magnus, the new owner of the Matrix of Leadership. I will give you a new body and new troops to command. Galvatron, Scourge, Cyclonus, go. Destroy the Matrix of Leadership. Unicron, where are you? I have the Matrix of Leadership, the thing that can destroy you. You underestimate me, Galvatron.
Oh man, a lot of build up to this robot mode in the movie, that's for sure. Hint, hint, I'm watching the movie while I film this review. Anyways, yeah, this robot mode is fantastic looking. It's the way it's packaged and the way it's packaged. It kind of already saw glimpse of it, but let's take a closer look at this beautiful toy. I mean, this is really good looking. I mean, again, it's not full G1 accurate, but this head is full G1 accurate. I'm looking at a picture of it right now. This is the perfect head. It was taken from the Takara 2010 Unicron that they released, the Transformers 2010 Unicron they released last year. And it looks great. It looks good. It's a great looking head. And it does turn. It's a little stiff. So it is possible to turn. It does not come off. So you can't recreate the end of the movie. But what they did do, and I give credit to this, they did color his eyes green. They were green in the movie. There's one slight problem. When you press the button on top of his head, it activates the lights. Hold on. You can barely see it, but the eyes are red when they flash. But they're green when they're not flashing, so it all works out. You can take a look at his shoulders here. There's a lot, about the same paint apps on the shoulder-wise. Same amount of paint apps, so different paint apps, though. You can look at his... So I adjust the camera just so zoomed in, but you can see, I mean, the chest detail is pretty accurate to the movie. This big zigzag, there's a reason for that. But you can see he's got the stomach, which is no longer clear plastic. So a lot of clear plastic removed. I really do like that. Now, you can store mini-cons all kinds of places in here. First of all, you can put them in here. That's kind of fun, except for the fact that it's not clear, so you can't tell if there's anyone in there. You can peg them onto the shoulders here, where they have little launch ramps. These are all gimmicks that have been transferred over from the Armada version. You can open these up and place mini-cons in there. And then you got the missile launching gimmick that was in Planet Mode. So if you missed that, go back and watch Planet Mode. But you can see you have even more detail here, which is really nice looking. And your basic feet. On the back, you can see he's got all this kibble. Now, when you get this guy out of the box, you're probably going to wonder where all this stuff is. It's in that there's like a small box behind the plastic tray he's in that has his planet rings and his planet shells. The shells just kind of hang out back here. The things hang out back here. These are accurate to the movie. Those things aren't. But it's kind of hard to avoid when you're doing a planet transformer. Now, his hand does have a gimmick that his hand was fully clear plastic originally. It's got this kind of dull clear plastic, so it matches up with his other hand a little bit better, which I like, and it lights up as well. You can see there, it lights up. That's cool. So if he's crushing planets in his hand. Plus, there's some added paint detail here, which is really nice. Now, you're probably wondering, how is this guy compared to the Armada one? Alright, as you can see, on the left is the Armada version, on the right is the 25th anniversary version. Now, this one is perfectly Armada accurate, aside from these parts weren't clear in Armada. They were kind of, colored like that. They were colored. As you can see, this Unicron uses a duller orange, which I like. It really helps the toy. These pieces were solid clear plastic, so they had no bend to them. These have a little bend, so keep that in mind. They can warp a little bit, unlike the clear plastic ones. Again, basically the same amount of detail. There's an extra paint app there. The heads are really different. I'll get into that in a second. I kind of leave... Sorry, I did this backwards. I leave those up on him, put those down on him. But, it's different. As you can see, the fists. This one's really discolored from that one. But this one is really colored good to that one. And you get the basic idea. There's no paint details down here, but there are there. Now looking at the heads, we'll get them in close here as best I can. Because it's two heads of two giant robots I'm comparing. Let's get this up here. Okay, excuse me while it's hectic here, but as you can see, this one, he's got the beard and all that. This one, he's got the beard and all. This is more anime style, like the Armada show. This is more cartoon style. So as you can see, the two heads there. Now, he had red eyes, which is probably why this guy has red eyes. You can barely see because of the green tint. I like the green tint. But anyways, yeah. So, what the final verdict is, which one is the better one? Is it the 25th anniversary or the Armada? When you're going for a classic G1 Unicron, 25th anniversary wins hands down. If you're going for the Armada look, Armada Unicron wins hands down. It's basically, which look do you like more? Do you like the G1 look or do you like the Armada look? Which one do you want? You get that. Now, if you like the Energon look, that's a whole separate toy that you probably should have decided on a long time ago. But overall, how does this guy compare to the Takara 2010 version? I can't actually say it because I don't have the Takara one. But it's basically this with white and orange brighter colors. This one's a little bit more subdued in color scheme. There's pictures online I'm sure you can find. Now, before we finish the review, we have one little thing to talk about. And before we move on to Kranix, let's look at his articulation, because I kind of skipped over that. First off, head can rotate. It's very stiff, a lot more stiff than the Armada version. It does move, though. As you can see, I just scraped off some plastic. Hooray! But, you know, whatever. Oh, I bent one of these pegs, too. I don't recommend doing that. I do not recommend moving his head that much. Okay, there we go. Arms rotate out, and the shoulder pad does get out of the way. Arms rotate 360. They rotate at the bicep. He's got an elbow joint. He's got a wrist joint, and all his fingers are articulated. There's the thumb. There's this finger, and it closes like that. So you can have him do rock on, or if you want, up yours, or, you know, whatever you want. Anyways, so you can twist his wrist back and forth. Legs move out, legs move forward with everything getting out of the way. Back, heavy ratchets, knees, rotation at the thigh, and then you got all kinds of ankle joints, the forward, back. There's a left and right, there's a pivot. There's all kinds of stuff. You can get this guy into any freaking pose you want to, whether he's pointing at you or whatever. This guy is cool, and he can, you know, if you want, he can hold Kranix, and he could fail because I fail. It's not Unicron's fault; it's mine. Unicron, don't kill me. Anyways, you can get him in really cool poses like that, which is pretty freaking epic. Especially when you have him holding his Minicon lunch Kranix here, and get him to hold it. Come on, can't be blamed for this Unicron, only me. And there you go. That's pretty epic. Now, well, let's talk about this little guy. This little guy needs his own spotlight. So here is Kranix, the smallest thing in this whole set. He's a Minicon. So he's not in scale with Rodimus and Cup if you wanted to recreate the scene from Cordessa. He's a little moon. He's got a cannon that can fold out and shoot things. And he's a moon. Now he is a straight repaint of Dead End from the Armada Unicron. They're identical. So, you know, nothing new here. Nothing new. Dead End's a little bit better painted, at least in the face down there. We'll get to that in robot mode. Now transform this guy. All you gotta do is flip out the cannon, bring his arms down like this. Then you gotta turn this whole piece around, fold down his legs, fold up his feet. Yeah, no epic stop motion for this guy. He's just too simple. And I mean, there you go. There is Kranix. Well, almost. There's Kranix in his robot mode. Which you can see. He's kind of cute, actually. There you go. There he is. There's Kranix. Kranix. He's not very well painted. Neither was Dead End. But Dead End at least had paint on his face. So Kranix doesn't. Which kind of sucks. But he looks cool. I mean, he's not anything complicated, or he's not movie accurate either. I wasn't expecting him to be. I know some people were. I don't know why you would think that. I mean, if you want I mean, I'm sure some third-party company will make a Kranix someday, but as you can see he's basically dead end without 2 paint apps. But I guess that went into the bigger paint app budget for Unicron himself. But yeah, a really cool little bonus. I mean, it doesn't do much. Well, he does just do something with Unicron, though. Now, for the gimmick that Kranix is included for, is his little port back here. You plug his minicom port onto that plug, and when you do that, you get this, which I haven't tried out yet, so if this works. You get the Gokai Star, the Unicron chest cannon. Yeah, it's got some more paint detail inside, which is really cool. But it basically fires this missile, which goes once it shoots. So, yeah, that's pretty much why Kranix is included for that cute little gimmick that, you know, didn't have to be included because it wasn't used in the G1 movie. But it's nice. So overall, can I recommend Unicron 25th Anniversary Edition? Hell yeah. This guy is cool. He's so cool, he's killing me right now. This figure is basically the Unicron I've been waiting years for. Now, the Armada Unicron sufficed for me when I was younger. As I became older, as I became more of a fan of G1, more into collecting the Classics line, which I have to own this figure to slight dismay sometimes. But as I'm looking at this new classic aesthetic, where it doesn't necessarily look like the G1, it resembles the G1, maybe looks just like it, but has a slightly altered paint scheme. What it is Classics is supposed to be the G1 characters in a modern setting. And that's exactly what this Unicron is. If you really want full-on G1 accuracy, go after the Takara one. It's going to cost you a lot more. But this one is $60 when it was on Amazon. I believe they still get some random stock time to time. And it will be at Costco in Canada. So if you have a Canadian friend and you live in the U.S. and you need one of these and you can't get it off Amazon, you might want to ask them. As far as I know, it's not out yet in Canada as the time of this recording. But anyways, definitely recommended. Kranix is a nice little bonus, I must admit. And I like that they named him Kranix, because, you know, cool things. So anyways, definitely recommended. This is a fantastic figure if you're a fan of the Classics line. I forgot to put these back. If you're a fan of the Classics line, if you love this figure, it's awesome. Anyways, be sure to check out RighteEdgeRangersandRambles.com for Toku news and toy reviews in the craziest way possible. Until next time, saying goodbye.